Y'all see the title though. America, land of the free. My ass. Yeah. This one is going out to all these patriots out here, all these fucking patriots, all these lovely patriotic Americans, man. Mind you, these the same Americans that always talking about the founding fathers, always talking about 1776. My dude, we in 2026 and we are anything but free. Anything but free. Point to me to freedom. Y'all always talking about other countries and all the tyranny going on in other countries, always talking about the propaganda in other countries, always talking about how North Korea, the people are afraid of their leaders, always talking about how all these other countries and they're always slaughtering their people. But y'all never look at your own government though. Your own government keep you comfortable with with toys and food and everything to keep you docile. Always want to point the finger at other countries talking about they don't have freedom when in all reality most of these people in these other countries got way more freedom than we got. See, in America we got this thing called conditional freedom, meaning yeah, you got freedom, but you got to pay for it. You got to pay for your freedom, bro. You want me to throw you some examples? Mr. Patriot, Mr. and Mr. Patriot, Mr. and Mr. Patriot. And I'll get to that in a minute too, about how full of shit y'all is. About loving freedom and always honoring the ancestors in 1776 and all that other bullshit you always talking about. Here's some examples of conditional freedom. You own a car? I'm sure you do. Guess what? You got to register your car every 2 years or however much. You ever thought about why you got to register your car? It's almost like it's another thing. Nobody questions any of this stuff. What is the reason that you have to register your car? Like, what is the logical reason that you have to do this every 2 to 4 years? You have to have license plates on your car. I'm sure many of you don't want plates on your car, right? I'm sure a lot of you don't want to go down to the DMV and register your cars either. Why do you have to do that? What's the what is the purpose of putting the license plate on your car? What does it do for your car? Where's the benefit for you? The only benefit is to the people that's taking the money from you. I don't see no real benefit in you having a plate on your car or having registration on your car. Now, the people that's going to make excuses for it will say, well, you need plates so the cops, the jackboots, so they could track your car. Why do they need to track your car? For what? Track your car for what? You know your car have a VIN number, right? And your VIN number is in many places. Your VIN number is in your windshield. There's many things they could do to identify your vehicle. How about they just why don't they just make the car makers print your, maybe stamp your VIN number somewhere? I don't know. Figure it out. Like they figure everything else out. But there's no logical reason why you should have a plate on your car. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it, bro. Point to me. Ask anybody why you got plates on your car. I might one day get a microphone and I might go outside and I might exactly start like asking people these questions. I'm like, listen, why do we have registration for our cars? Why do we have plates? What does that benefit you? Like, what is the benefit? What are you getting out of that? Guess what happens if you don't ride around with plates? Guess what happens if you don't have a plate on your car? Yeah. The robotic cops is going to roll up behind you. They're going to ask you for your registration, your papers, and they're going to say, well, damn, You don't have a plate on your car. Time for you to get your car towed or go to jail or whatever. They take your car. That's supposed to be your car, right? That's something you worked hard for, right? You paid for the car. You bust your ass to buy it. Government didn't give you no money to buy that car. Cops didn't give you no money. You paid for that car, right? With your fiat currency, you paid for it. So they get to take your car because you don't want to do something as simple as put a fucking plate on it. That's freedom? Okay, that's one example. That ain't freedom. You said we was in a free country. Okay, now it might be freedom, but guess when you get that freedom? When you plate your car and you actually comply. Then you could drive without them bothering you. You see? Conditional freedom. It ain't no real freedom, bro. It's an illusion. And the minute you don't do what they tell you to do, poof, freedom gone. Just like that. That's freedom. So Trump and them want to talk about other people in other countries when we can't even drive our fucking car without plates on it. Miss me with that bullshit, bro. Fuck you talking about, man. This place is disgusting, man. I'm sure many veterans didn't want to fight for this. Veterans never fought for this country. Ain't no such thing. Where the veterans at now? Why ain't nobody over here fighting? A lot of tyranny going on over here. Y'all see what's going on in Virginia, right? Yeah, the gun ban. I don't see no National Guard out here ready to get busy. I don't see them going to arrest I don't see them going to arrest the governor. I don't see them going to arrest. I don't see no people outside. We'll see July 1st though. All these patriots out here that was protesting the gun ban. Let me see y'all outside July 1st when the ban start. Then I know when everybody ready to rock and roll. If I don't see y'all outside, rifles and all of that, I bet you I won't. But y'all talk about freedom. I don't want to see you fuckers walk around with no 1776 tread on me patches. All that shit is G.I. Joe Playboy shit. All of that is just cosplay. Because ain't nobody gonna bust a grape, bro. You're gonna let your freedom that you supposed to have disappear. Like you've been doing over the years. Like everybody been doing. Letting them plate your cars. Letting them tell you what you can't have and what you can have. You want another example of this? Your house. What's that? What you got to pay for your house after you first off, you got to go to a bank and get a loan if we don't have the money. See, that's another topic. They make the houses out of your range to buy it, so you can go get on your knees to a bank and say, "Hey, look, I need $170,000 loan or $200,000 to get that house." Then the bank the bank overlords grant you a loan or whatever you want to call that shit. You pay off your house, you slave away for however how long. Sometimes some people don't even pay off their house. 30-year mortgage, the slave mortgage, whatever they call it, right? You pay it. It's supposed to be your house. But guess what? Mr. Freedom? It ain't your house. Yeah, technically it is. You done with the bank. You got rid of the bank now, but now you got another problem. Guess what problem that is? Government problem. You got the local government on your ass now. I mean, they've been on your ass. If you check your mortgage, your property taxes mixed in with your mortgage. Now you got to worry about property tax the rest of your life on your own house. Is that freedom? Why ain't nobody doing nothing about that? So let me get this straight. Y'all crying about Iran. Y'all, wait a minute, hold on. So people want Trump and them to go over there and stop the government of Iran from so-called killing its own people, right? But y'all don't want your own government. Y'all not willing to stop your government, though, from doing shit like that. Okay. I bet you the people in Iran don't have property taxes on their houses. You do though. Do the people in Iran have free healthcare? What about the schools? You know what country do got free schools? Israel. Oh, you know what other country got free healthcare off your back? Israel. But you ain't on your government's ass like you on your government's ass to go kill other governments though. You're not on their ass for you. You on their ass for them. That's patriotic. Go America. All this shit is bullshit over here, bro. All of it. Everything that you know is bullshit about this place, bro. This is the most hypocritical country I've ever seen in my fucking life, man. Point fingers at everybody else, but ain't nobody gonna stop. How you gonna they I seen comments where people was like, hey, how about they should arm the people in Iran so they can overthrow their government. For real? You know what I think that is, dude? It's coward talk. You know, like when somebody don't got the balls to do something themselves, they want to see everybody else do it. It's like, yeah, I'm scared of my government, but I want to see the Iranian government. I want to see the people in other countries fight their government because I want to live through them because I ain't gonna do shit to mine. That's what it is. I'll sit back and take my motherfucking tyranny. I'll take my conditional freedom. But I just want to sit down, turn my TV on, and watch our government give guns to other people so they could fight their government off. It's funny, bro. Real strange shit with this place, bro. Always want to arm other people. And they always talk about how bad the government be doing this too. Oh man, the people in Iran need to rise up. How about people rise up on you? What about you? You the only government in this fucking world that's perfect. Every other government is wrong but you motherfuckers, right? So you just like the most ordained government where you just so superb and squeaky clean with everybody else. Everybody else got all these problems but you. Yeah. Well, guess what? They say you can't. It is but so long before you can keep shit like this going. And what we're watching is the empire crumbling right now. And guess what? I don't give a fuck, bro. I could care less, bro. Because ain't nobody. The reason why is because we let this shit get the way it is. We let it happen, bro. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about what can we do. Son, there's a lot of things you could do, bro. One of the things you could do is stop running down like a fool voting for shit because it ain't nothing gonna fucking change, bro. I keep telling you fucking idiots, it don't matter. All this I also heard today that this government, they want to pay the IDF soldiers, bro. If that ain't enough proof for you motherfuckers that this place this is not America, bro. This is the United States of Israel, bro. That's what it is. So we done, bro. Just stick a fork in this place, call it what it is. We done. We done, bro. Just face the fucking facts. We done. All sides are controlled by these people. It don't matter what part. It don't matter who controlled opposition. They all touch that wall, bro. And when I used to see that over the years, and I see them touch that wall, I'm like, yeah, all of them. Listen to them talk. Some of them some of them is dual citizens. How are dual citizens serving in our government, bro? They don't even belong over here. Just like in Virginia. Listen, this country is getting attacked on all sides, bro. Virginia allows some fucking Indian over here to help orchestrate the gun ban. Can you believe that? Somebody that wasn't even born over here, he was allowed to do that. You think an American can go to the Indian government and make some shit shake like that? This shit is a joke. I laugh every time I wake up. This is a joke of a place, bro. I normally don't rant like this. I'm very reserved and laid back. But I'm sick and tired of seeing the same repetitive bullshit from you patriots, bro. Because y'all got misdirected anger. Y'all energy is directed in the wrong place. It's because y'all scared. That's what that is. Y'all scared, bro. So y'all direct all of that hatred towards other people because you scared of your own government. That's what that is. Talk all that shit. Yo, freedom, man. I waved the American flag. Shut up. Shut up. Only thing American about this place is apple pie. Shut up. You ain't free. You're a sucker, bro. That's what you is. Talking about. Then what else gets me is, right? Americans are so stupid. Y'all call your kids heroes when they join the military. Then you cry when they die. I never understood the logic in that shit, bro. We go fight, and then you know what we signed up for, right? And then when something happens, you crying. I don't get it. It's just like a mother of a kid that's in the streets. She know her kid in the streets. She ain't doing nothing. But then when he dies, she crying and shit like that. For what fuck you crying for, bro? What you crying for? He and she signed up for this shit. To die for Israel, bro. And how you a hero for dying for another country, bro? I could have sworn that the military was supposed to be used to defend the country, not to fight for other countries. I thought that's why I don't approve of us having bases all over the place, because for what? It's to keep them people in line over there for them resources. Our people need to be over here defending here, bro. But they've been so abused. I made a video about that. They abusing the military, bro. They're using them for other things rather than what they supposed to be used for. They supposed to be used for defense. Defend. Look it up. What is the purpose of a military? To defend the country, not to go into offense, bro. So when they go into offense, you crying when one of your kids died. Fuck you crying for, bro? They went on the fucking offense, stupid. I prefer none. American noodles. Me goreng. I don't even know what me goreng is. What's going on though? Shout out to you, man. It's my first live, man. Little 50 subscribers on this channel, but I'm just getting started, man. I'm just sick and tired of the bullshit though. I'm tired of all of the fake shit, all of the fake patriotism, and we got all this shit going on over here. Ain't nobody doing nothing, bro. Everybody just allowing it. So you stop talking about this Constitution. I don't want to hear no more words about that Constitution shit no more. It means nothing. You know why? If the Constitution was so powerful, why the states allowed to disrespect it then? How you gonna have, that's why I said all of this shit is dumb. How you gonna have two constitutions, or how you gonna have a state constitution, right? So what's the point of having a federal constitution then? First, people say the feds don't need to exist, but then everybody honor the Constitution. That's from the feds. None of this shit is fucking, oh, this shit is stupid, bro. Oh, this shit dumb. Then the states always crying when the federal government don't want to give them no money, but then the states say, well, we got our own policies. You can't control, we get to make our own gun laws. So when it comes to gun laws and stuff, that's when the states want to be independent. But when it comes to getting funds, they want to be babies. Man, fuck this place, bro. Fuck this entire place. I don't got nothing else to say. That's why I don't take this place serious no more, bro. When people talk about the Constitution, I laugh. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. Don't talk to me about that shit no more. They done wiped their ass with that thing a long time ago. If the federal government is so powerful, why they ain't doing nothing about the states that's passing fucked up gun laws then? See? They talk all this shit. That's the crazy thing, right? This shows you how much they care about Americans. The federal government right now are bombing the shit out of other countries right now, bro. No Congress approval. But yet, you got all these states running around passing these crazy tolls, like New York City, congestion toll zone. But when it comes to that, then now they got to go through courts to get rid of that. All these gun laws getting passed in these states, federal government ain't doing nothing about that, though. So you can't strong arm the states, but you can strong arm other countries, though. Way to go, America. Way to go. I'm off this.